Hey, Jenny. I am so glad that you are here. And I thank you so much for your time. And I just hope you stick with me and we can resolve this because I think this will tie it all together. So, I have been following you since the very beginning, and I have so much compassion for your situation and what you went through with you being in the Mormon church, your husband's horrible, horrible, uh, malignant narcissism, sociopathy, and the amazing and incredible survivor that you are, and how you are healing from this, and how you took something so horrible and hard and turned it into something beautiful that helping women every single day. But I believe the disconnect and the issue is with Ballerina Farms and the other gal, my name, sorry, is they are influencers. Okay. So they have a brand, right? And it's theirs. They still have their accounts without their husband and still make a great income. They, in my opinion, seem to be choosing this lifestyle. And even though we don't agree with it, someone wants to live a traditional marriage and find a traditional partner. And you and you do your own dynamic. I don't want someone to tell me that I can't live the way that I live, or that what I'm doing is wrong. And until there's actual abuse or real substantial proof and issues, I don't see anything wrong with either.
I love Rochelle. She's so great. But here we go. I'm going to start here. I was Ballerina Farm before Ballerina Farm was ever even a thing. 15 years ago, when Hannah Wright was a skinny little homeschooled nobody Mormon kid, I was doing exactly what she was doing. I have a lot of people who come on my page and say, "You're just jealous of Hannah." I lived Hannah's life from the inside out. The homestead, the kids, the bike riding, the sourdough making. Here's a picture of me posing in front of a gate 15 years before Hannah stood there and posed in front of a gate. I was a brand and a blog and a radio show and a podcast and all kinds of stuff. And so while a lot of people speak to Ballerina Farm, I feel like I know intimately from the inside out in a way that nobody else does. Also because I have very close friends who go to Hannah's ward. I think that one of her brothers is married to one of my cousins. I vacation 15 minutes away from her. I have been to Ballerina Farm, her school teachers, her staff, her pageant gown creators talk to me, call me. I know more about Ballerina Farm than I think she knows about herself. I've considered writing a book. And here's what I know. I would do my own brand and sell my merch and my products and take photos and videos of every single thing that I did in my life, not just because I wanted to make money, but because I want to convert people to the Mormon gospel. And this isn't just a stretch or me jumping to conclusions to think that Hannah wants to convert people. Since Hannah was a 16-year-old girl, she has been blogging about the best way to convert people to the Mormon gospel. It's her obsession in life, which is why in the Megan Agnew interview, she said, "We're on God's errand." And unless God has some errand of spreading sourdough around the world or convincing people to wear aprons and milk Jersey cow, I'm pretty sure that what Hannah's talking about is the same mission that I was on, that same God's errand that motivated every moment of my life, and that is to convert people to the Church of Jesus Christ of Latter-day Saints. I, like Hannah, would go to church on Sunday, as I had my whole entire life from the time I was born, and be indoctrinated into America's most powerful, most wealthy, white supremacist, patriarchal cult in the history of our nation. And then I would bring those ideas to my photos. People didn't always realize it. My followers would look at pictures of me in the hospital having a baby, and they'd be like, "Oh, yay, look, Jenny's having a baby." But those pictures weren't about me. I was trying to spread my propaganda that I had gleaned from church on Sunday around nuclear families, the celestial kingdom, and the prophetic counsel that is for the entire world. And I was trying to push that globally. I was the light set upon the hill. It was my job to let my light shine so that all of the world could see the Mormon plan and convert. Daniel Nealman also used to blog, and everything he talked about was converting people to the Mormon gospel. His entire football team that instead of just like, how can we win? He writes extensively about how he is trying to bring people into the cult. If Hannah and Nara and Ruby Frankie and Taylor Frankie Paul and all of the other Mormon influencers were just women, we would be having a very different conversation. They are shield maidens for this multi-billion-dollar organization that chews women up and spits them out the other side. So why do the women do it? Because they get stuff. Hannah and Nora were nothing before their husbands. Do ballerinas make a little bit of money? Sure. She could have had a nice life, probably a nice apartment in downtown New York. But without the hundreds of millions of dollars of JetBlue money behind her, without Daniel purchasing the $2.97 million farm outside of Park City, Utah for her, Daniel buys the stuff. Would we all follow Hannah if she was just in her own little apartment wearing her Utes shirt? By the way, I was also a Utes fan. Here's me in my own Utes shirt. Nara was an okay model. She was making it on her own. She had some nice things. But then this little 18-year-old combines forces with one of the world's most successful male supermodels, Lucky Blue Smith, who is well established in his career. And his ability to buy that home and provide those things for Nara is what has catapulted her to fame. Did these women take the opportunity and run with it? Absolutely. But it was their Mormon husband's money that led them to online fame. When I divorced, like so many other women, I lost everything. I had a film producer in France call me a couple of weeks ago. I'm going to be starring on a French TV series about trad wives coming up soon. And when I asked her, why do you care about this? It seems like a really random topic. She said, because French women are dropping out of college and becoming trad wives, like Ballerina Farm. Third wave feminism is not about choice. It's about safety, and it's about decentering men. We should all feel the same about young girls choosing a Ballerina Farm lifestyle that we do about our friends smoking cigarettes, doing drugs, getting their faces tattooed, and driving their car without their seatbelts. Because according to data, all of those things are far less dangerous than a trad wife life.